Okay, well, yeah, no, desktop audio probably shouldn't matter if at all. Okay, well, while I'm here, let's go close Steam, just in case. I don't think I need to close too much earlier than that. Hopefully not, anyway. Okay, let's see. Alright, stream is up. Okay, well, while I'm here, let's go close Steam, just in case. Okay, well, while I'm here, let's go close Steam, just in case. Okay, alright, why is my mic being like that? Let's see. Okay, yeah, Yeti Nano. There's gotta be something else I'm missing, right? Yeah, 8.5 decibels. What else I'm missing, right? Yeah, 8.5 decibels. What else I'm missing, right? Okay, now I see. Oh man, hopefully this. Okay. Hope the music's playing. If not, I don't know. I can hear it on my end, but I don't know if I can hear it on the stream's end. Yeah, let's see. Stream music. Monitor only, no. Monitor off. It doesn't say anything about output, but maybe that will work. Let's see. Hope the music's playing. If not, I don't know if I can hear it on the stream's end. Yeah, let's see. Stream music. Monitor only, no. Monitor off. It doesn't say anything about output, but maybe that will work. Oh, yes, sorry chat, I'm trying to see what's going on. I would have stream music on right now, but I really cannot tell what's going on. Oh, okay, I can hear it on this end. I'm gonna go mute and see what's going on. Alright, I am back. Alright, before we start the tier list, I just want to ask. Are you guys able to hear me, or is the music too loud? I can't tell on my end. Gonna increase my volume on my phone. Let's see. Alright, I am back. Alright, before we start the tier list, I just want to ask. Are you guys able to hear me, or is the music too loud? I can't tell on my end. Gonna increase my volume on my phone. Let's see. Alright, okay, it seems fine. Hopefully on my end, I don't sound too bad. If I do, then just in case, I'm gonna lower this, and I'm gonna lower that. Alright, hello. So, what we're gonna be doing today, I only have until like 8 p.m. my time, which is... So, I have like 2 hours and 55 minutes to have the stream up. So basically, what we're going to be doing is I've made a special weapons tier list for a future video I'm going to work on. It's going to be the biggest video I'm ever going to make, or at least for now. So what we're doing is we're just ranking them and discussing about it. I have no idea if other people are going to show up. I do not know. People that I have asked before, other stuff's gotten in the way, which is fine. I mean, nothing against that. Life is life, but still. So, if anyone in chat is able to, or if they want to, can you let me know if the audio sounds good? Because I cannot tell, and I don't want to cause anything by turning my phone's volume up. So, yeah, if anyone's able to see if it sounds good or not, please let me know. Okay, let's check it still. Okay, well, alright, well the stream's on. It's on, so that's good. But yeah, if anyone's here, please let me know. I'm sorry, I keep starting, but yeah, this is gonna be a really fun stream today. However, I do need people to talk. But if you want me to, I will go and explain some of my placements, because I imagine that some of them aren't, you know, really that popular. Let me just, here's the entire tier list. I do not have the Mega Man 10, Mega Man Killers, or the Mega Man and base weapons ranked. These ones because they are optional, and also I do not have that much experience with them when compared to the main 11 games. And Mega Man and base, just the latter point of the Mega Man 10 weapon killers. I could do it in base, but I have nowhere near the amount of experience that I do on the main 11 games of the series, so it wouldn't be fair. Okay, well, let's see if that much experience with them when compared to the main 11. Alright, okay, well, alright, on my streams, on my end, the audio sounds good. I don't know about my mic, but I assure you I am using my Blue Yeti instead of my default computer mic that I was using last stream. I don't imagine it sounded bad, but it's still, that was not fun learning that the mic I was using was not the good one, the one that I wanted to use. So, yeah. Okay, I do not know how long my mic was muted on my end. Hopefully not for too long, but I literally cannot. I cannot tell. I have this linked up to the web itself, so I'm not able to tell, but yeah, if anyone wants me to explain any of the placements I have, I am more than down to. I have taken several weeks out of the past 2 months to make this entire tier list, and the script for it, which is up here. If you want me to show you some of it, please let me know. If you want me to explain some of the placements, I am more than down to. I'm not exactly 100% concrete with this. If I was, I would not be making the stream. There are some placements I'm kind of iffy on, but then again, there's so many weapons I really can. It's basically, I can never find a definitive placement, but I do want to find a placement that I would think is good enough. No nothing, so I legitimately cannot tell you. I don't know why I can't hear anything either. It should. Oh, okay, there we go. Now I can hear the, now I can hear everything. Alright, let's see. Yeah, now I can hear everything on my... Yeah, I can hear everything on Discord. I'm good, yeah. Alright, so the main question you might have is, why is Metal Blade not number 1? Well, I got a few reasons. So, all 3 of these weapons have one thing in common. You can get infinite special weapon energy in some shape or form. Well, for the Metal Blade and Shadow Blade, you probably already know. Just for the Shadow Blade, it consumes 1 point every 2 uses, and for the Metal Blade, it consumes 1 point of energy every 4 uses. So, because these are the NES games, what you can do is you can fire off 1 and 3 of these respectively, switch to another weapon, and then just keep repeating the process over and over again. For the Pharaoh Shot, it's kinda weird. So, you know how the Pharaoh Shot, how when you use it initially, you charge it up and it's like a little spear above you? Well, when that spear disappears, what you can do is switch to another weapon, then switch back to the Pharaoh Shot, buffer the shoot button, and hold it down, and then you get another minute, you get another charge before you do anything. The reason why I put these 2 higher is mainly because some enemies and bosses are immune to the Metal Blade, while others, at least a few bosses are immune to them, but nowhere near as much as the Metal Blade. I can give you the numbers if you want me to, but yeah, these two are just broken. Every weapon in S2 is broken, but like these 3 especially are like the most broken weapons in the series. I could straight up put them in their own tier, but the Flash Stopper and Triple Blade, they are way too close to them for me to really feel like it's fair to do it like that, you know? But, yeah. Okay, well, checking phone audio again, it seems fine on my end. But yeah, if anything has something that they want to say or talk about on the tier list, please let me know. Second. Okay, what is the thing? Oh, shoot. I messed up again. Alright, give me a bit. I'm just letting some of my friends know about the stream. Okay, and that should be it. Alright, well, me turn the music down a little bit on my end. I think I know I'm louder, but still the music's a little bit too loud for me, so I'm turning that down. If it's too quiet, please let me know. I will change it back up immediately. Yeah, so the Chain Blast. This is my favorite weapon. This is my favorite special weapon in the entire Mega Man series, both Classic and X included. This one is just, it's stupidly powerful for no reason. It's kind of like the Flash Stopper and how like these two are. If this spent like half the ammo it does in the original Mega Man 11, like let's say this spent like 3 or 2 ammo for the Power Gear version, it would be number 1 or maybe even in its own tier. It's just that weapon is just so broken in the game. It's not even funny. Same thing here, but this one has more movement. For these two, it's pretty hard. I think that the Chain Blast is better, but some of my friends say that the Pile Driver is better, so it's kind of hard to say. Now, for Firestorm above Thunder Beam, how I see it is, the Thunder Beam can do better in certain situations, while the Firestorm is better overall in the entire game. On the script, what I'm going to show you, how I ranked these weapons. Okay, where was it? Let me see. Give me a bit. I need to look for this script. This script is like, let me check. This script is almost 25,000 words long. It's like barely 1,000 away. Right here. So I ranked every weapon on the tier list by using that weapon in a playthrough of their respective game as much as I could and ranking it from there. If you want, that is why weapons like screen nukes, like let's say the Centaur Flash, because the Centaur Flash is stupid in Mega Man 6, but nowhere near the Silver Tomahawk, Night Crusher, or Flame Blast. Nowhere near those. It's like this. I used to have this like in the bottom of A tier, but I moved it down to here, right below the Rain Flush. Rain Flush I considered putting higher than it, but it's just the damage. The damage is too low. I gotta say though, it is pretty good. Now, the one placement I've always been iffy on is the Bubble Lead. It's borderline E tier. No, let me explain. So, the Bubble Lead, the main reason why I even have it this low to begin with is it dings on almost every enemy. Like, there's only 10 enemies that this Fane can hit. And 2 of them come from other enemies, both of which that this cannot hit. Also, it's really bad against air enemies, it's bad against enemies on walls, and because like a lot of annoying enemies spawn in the air, like let's say the Tellystone Heatman stage, those are immune to the Bubble Lead, which the Bubble Lead would unironically be perfect for, but no, it has to be immune to it. The only reason why I use the Bubble Lead at all in a Mega Man 2 playthrough is to make the Heatman fight easier, and because Alien requires you to. That is literally it. That is it. If I were to move it higher, I would probably have it like here, like bottom of E tier, but then it would be like a borderline F tier. So right here is where it belongs. The Super Arm. This one's really weird because the use it has isn't bad per se. Like, it one-shots some enemies, it does pretty good damage, and you can even two-shot the Big Eyes, which are pretty annoying in Mega Man 1 to say the least. However, the thing with it is that you don't get to use it too much in the stages that you can use it in, and even in those ones, there's like barely any spots where this thing would be useful. Like, you get a decent use out of this thing, don't get me wrong. When you get to use it, it's not bad per se, but it's just you can't use it enough. You can't use it enough in the game to really get the most usage out of it. You only get to use it in not feeling the greatest, but I feel good enough to where I can push through and stream. But yeah, you just can't use it enough. You can only use it in 6 stages. One of them being Gutsman stage, which is pretty much useless. I only really use, I think, yeah, when you get the Thunder Beam is able to break those same blocks, so it's really not worth using. You only use this for Cutman, CW-01P, and for moving the blocks themselves, which the Thunder Beam can already do. I will say, like, one benefit it does give, like a definitive benefit, is that it's the earliest way to get the Magnet Beam, but even then, it's not that big of a difference, it's just pretty small. Spark Shock, by far the worst, I don't think I need to say. If this did damage, it would be a better Ice Slasher, since Ice Slasher does no damage. However, you cannot switch weapons when enemies are stunned. This is the only reason why it's this low. If you could, it would be like above it or straight up in C tier, but no. Yeah, I find it really funny how the highest and lowest weapons on this tier list are both for Mega Man 3. I think that's pretty funny. Yeah. So I've been thinking of moving Magnet Missile, Hard Knuckle, and Search Snake down a bit. Plug Ball, I really do not like the idea of it being the top of B tier, but I really do not know. I think the only one I'm like really set on is Magnet Missile. Like, I'm fine with it being the top of B tier. It honestly deserves it. It's pretty good. Literally, the only flaw it has is just the ammo cost. If it had the standard 28 ammo that most special weapons do, then it would be right here, or like definitively right here, or straight up in A tier. But it's not. Hard Knuckle, I have been considering moving down. I'm in the stage of getting footage for the special weapon rankings, so I've been doing back-to-back playthroughs of these games. The Hard Knuckle's pretty good. I think it does the most damage out of any special weapon in the game, I'm pretty sure. I cannot say for certain. In Mega Man World 3, you can change weapons after using Spark Shock. I should have said this earlier. I am not considering the Game Boy games. The Game Boy games, I know they change a lot of stuff. If I were to rank them, I would rank all the weapons from the Game Boy games on a separate tier list. Let me see, where did I have this? Where was it? Game Boy games, right here. Where's the Metal Blade? Hang on, let me move this up. Metal Blade is right here in the top 3. It is not on number 1 because the other 2 are just as stupid, if not better than it. Pharaoh Shot is really good. The only angle it just can't hit is down. The charging can hit on the upward angle, which pretty much covers that entire angle, since enemies that drop are dead. Most enemies that get hit by this, especially the charge version, die in 1 hit. The Shadow Blade. Now, the Shadow Blade's placement was weird. I had it in the top of A tier for a while, but then I just replayed Mega Man 3, saw how stupid this was, and it's all the way up here. It hits almost every boss for, at the very worst, a secondary weakness. Like, at least 2 damage. It's straight up better than the Hard Knuckle against Yellow Devil Mark III. Because while you can set up the Hard Knuckle to hit it immediately, the Shadow Blade, you just get right up to it, and you just spam. It does crazy amounts of damage. I don't know if it does as much damage as the Hard Knuckle with the most proper usage, but the Shadow Blade is absolutely insane. Even though it has half the ammo of the Metal Blade and it cannot aim down, you have the Boomerang effect. I think it does more damage. I really cannot say for sure. I'd have to test that. But even so, this weapon is so stupid. It's so powerful throughout the entire game that it's like the best weapon in the series. The only ones that compete with it are everything in S tier and these 2. I think any of these 3, I could move them in like any way, and I wouldn't complain. However, it's just that the only reason why the Metal Blade isn't at number 1 is just because some enemies and bosses are immune to it. That is the only reason. Because if it could hit everything, like, I don't even think these two can hit everything. I know Skullman's immune to Pharaoh Shot, but if this could hit, like, everything, or almost everything, then it should be the best weapon in the series, even in its own tier. Again, if I had to make another tier, like an S+ tier, these 3 weapons would be in that tier. Flash Stopper is a very close 4th. Trust me, it is very, very close. One of my friends straight up says it's the best weapon in the series, and honestly, I can't blame them. Flash Stopper is just insanely stupid. You get the stop time for 8 seconds. The timer pauses when you slide, so assuming that you perfect slide or you just like keep sliding, it can last for an insanely long time. All enemies are frozen, which means they are just free to deal with. You can murder mini bosses when they are vulnerable or literally right when they spawn. And against bosses, while they won't be stopped, you still get to use a buster. Granted, it's not the charge buster, the normal one, but still, being able to use a buster is pretty good. I will say, against bosses is the weakest part of the Flash Stopper, but still, it is still pretty good. Like, even being able to use the buster at all is still pretty good. Granted, not as good as the weakness weapons, of course it isn't, but still, it's not bad by any means, so this was very close to being in the top 3. Very, very close. Triple Blade. I had this all the way in the top of A tier. You wanna know the reason why it's up to S tier? I did a playthrough of Mega Man 10 while streaming it with some friends. I used the Triple Blade against, I don't remember what boss it was. I think it was Commando Man or Nitro Man. But turns out when you hit a boss up close with the Triple Blade, it will do more damage. So what that means is that you just get to do crazy amounts of damage. Now, it's already insane enough, but since the bosses in Mega Man 10 have low invincibility frames, or at least during most of their attacks they do, the Triple Blade is straight up better than some weaknesses. Now, for which ones, I'm not exactly sure. I'm not gonna go and do another playthrough Mega Man 10 to check, but still, it is absolutely insane. It is crazy. I will say though, one weapon I'm considering moving up to S tier is the Silver Tomahawk. The only reason why it's not in there is just because it's very powerful against enemies, it's pretty good against mini bosses, it's pretty solid against bosses overall. However, it does less damage than the Flame Blast, which is right here. If it did as much damage as a Flame Blast, or just hit like at least 2 more bosses for like for a secondary weakness, at least 2 damage, it would be an S tier, but it isn't. Granted, the aim is a bit weird and the angle of it is a bit strange. However, that's simply nullified by just learning the stage design. When you do that, this fiend is insanely broken. I think that out of the NES era, 4 has the most powerful weapons. I mean, 2 of them are in S tier for a reason. None of the set weapons in 6 are, but 6 probably has the most balanced set. Granted, Blizzard Attack and Plant Barrier are pretty disappointing. I'm not gonna lie, I do not like these ones. I don't hate them, but I just wish they were at least B tier to compete with everything else, because every other weapon in Mega Man 6 is at least okay, or at least decent. Yeah, we got Windstorm right here, Centaur Flash right here. Yeah, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's about it. Like Mega Man, I feel like if I were to move any weapons down, I think Yamato Spear would be moved to here. Yeah. Oh, hello. Hi, Chris. But yeah, if I were to move any weapon down to B tier, it would be this one. Granted, it's still it's very close. Alright, I want to settle this debate. What's the best shield weapon in the series? I think it's Acid Barrier, however, I should probably explain these two. Jewel Satellite. It is insanely powerful against small enemies. That shield will stay up for an insanely long time in the right spots. It is... I cannot understate how stupid that the Jewel Satellite is. Though, I will say though, it's really only good against small enemies or just sections that you can just kind of turn your brain off and just use the Jewel Satellite against. It sucks against weak enemies, mini bosses, and bosses it's not great at. Weak enemies and bosses, it's weak against tougher enemies, bosses, and mini bosses. That is it. That is literally the only flaw it has. If it didn't have that, it would be borderline S tier. Junk Shield. Why is Junk Shield better than it? Well, granted, Junk Shield does have a limited amount of hits it can take. However, Junk Shield will pretty much one-shot any enemy. It doesn't matter how strong or weak it is, it will most likely one-shot them. It is insanely powerful against mini bosses, probably the best weapon in the game against them. I cannot understate how just stupid that the Junk Shield is against them. It is insanely powerful. I will say though, the boss record sucks. However, it's just so good against enemies and mini bosses that it really does not matter. I will say though, I think it would be a lot higher up in A tier, just straight up S tier, if it were able to reflect projectiles or at least absorb them. Yeah, so why is Acid Barrier the best shield weapon in the series? Well, it's for a few reasons. First of all, Acid Barrier, the normal version and the Power Gear version, they're able to absorb shots, which is pretty powerful. Granted, they can't reflect them like the Jewel Satellite can, but still, it's not bad at all. Now you have a Buster, which is already insane. Granted, I don't know if the Buster is as powerful as the standard Mega Buster. I doubt it, but I'm pretty sure it's more powerful than the normal shots, the uncharged ones. So, what that means is that you have a ranged option on a shield weapon that isn't just throwing it, which is insanely stupid. It is just plain stupid. Now, for the Power Gear version, you get a Junk Shield-like effect where you're just able to damage enemies as you walk to them. Granted, against like tougher enemies and mini bosses, it won't do much, but you can just turn your brain off, use either version in a certain section of a stage, and just completely ignore it. It is absolutely stupid. I cannot exaggerate more how incredibly powerful the Acid Barrier is. It is the best shield weapon in the series by far. Yeah, as I said earlier, if you have any placements you disagree with or anything you want to talk about, please let me know. I am more than down to have my mind changed, and I am more than down to change yours. Yeah, I think the stream music, the music of the stream, it should be working on the stream zone. I'm pretty sure it is. Should be, at least. I'd argue the Jewel Satellite is better than Junk Shield because it can reflect shots, and manually shooting Junk Shield isn't useful. Okay, I just want to say, it was very, very hard to decide which one was better. These are pretty much even. These are, like, the most even on the list it can get. Reflecting shots is very useful. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Granted, on the enemies that you would be hitting it with, you probably would be able to one-shot them. However, enemies like the, I don't know what they're called, but they're like the Sniper Joes, but they're red with a machine gun. Yeah, those ones are very useful. Manually shooting the Junk Shield isn't useful. I mean, I see where you're coming from. I do agree that it's not too great. However, still, being able to have that extra range at all is pretty good. It's just that the junk shield overall is better. It kills most enemies very quickly, and it absolutely incinerates the mini bosses. Jewel Satellite, it's very powerful against enemies, however, it is pretty mid against mini bosses. So, I mean, I can put it higher. I will say, what the Jewel Satellite is good at, it is like insanely broken. Like, it is absolutely stupid how good it is against them. Not even kidding. It is insanely stupid. I just think that the junk shield's better overall in the game, in the respective games. Yeah, you have a very good point. It is, as I said earlier, it was very hard for me to decide which one of these two were better. I think Acid Barrier is the best shield weapon. Nothing's gonna change my mind about this being better than these two. However, these two are practically even, so I am down to have my mind changed. But yeah, the Jewel Satellite does have better numbers against bosses. Granted, it's still not great. However, it is still insanely powerful. I think the Jewel Satellite, I think it can solo. I think you can kill Fake Man with just the Jewel Satellite and just not take any damage, if I recall correctly, right? I'm not sure. If I'm wrong, please let me know. I remember that you can, however, I'm not booting up Mega Man 9 again to check. And besides, that level that Fake Man is in, it already takes forever. Now that I think about it, let's go to my script and see if I have this on here. It's probably very important that I do. Okay, where is this? Okay. I'm at the 8 buttons now. Okay. Oh. Wait. Okay, yeah, there we go. Oops. Okay, let me get back to where I was at in my script. I'm gonna need this for when I get footage. For footage, I have finished with Mega Man 1, 2, and the Magnet Missile and the Hard Knuckle. I am doing my top spin playthrough. However, that's paused for pretty obvious reasons. You know, let me go get. I'm gonna go drink my card. But yeah, I'm down to have these two changed. As I said earlier, they are practically even. It's very close. I'd say, yeah, you make a very good point. Oh man, this is hard to decide. I'll just keep it as it is here for now. You know, like just in case. Okay, well. Alright, so why is Plug Ball above Surge Snake? I will say I am aware that Plug Ball doesn't do as much damage against mini bosses and bosses. It doesn't have as great of a boss record. However, the Plug Ball is able to travel on ceilings. It's able to travel on the bottom of platforms. It's a lot faster. It has the same amount of ammo, although you do not have the infinite special weapon glitch with the Plug Ball. I mean, I'm down to switch these two around, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm absolutely down to switch these two around. I just think that the Plug Ball's better due to it not only being faster, but it's also able to travel to more places. I will say though, this, yeah, these two are very close. They're literally one weapon away from being at near the same spots. Speaking of Hard Knuckle, if I were to move this down, I would probably move it down to like here. I guess here. Yeah, sure. I would move it down to like here if I were to move the Hard Knuckle down. I still think it's good enough. Granted, it is slow. However, what you do is you get up close and personal with the enemies. That almost completely negates the initial slowness of the weapon. It is. More people need to know that. Even though this weapon is slow, that it almost completely nullifies the slowness of the weapon. Also, if anyone's able to, let me know. Is my audio good? I hate asking this question over and over, but I just want to make sure. Is my audio good? Like, am I too loud? Is the music too loud? Am I too quiet? Is the music too quiet? That you can hear the fan I have in the background, or you can hear it like way too loudly? Please let me know. But yeah, if there's any other placements that you want to argue, that you want to discuss about, please let me know. I am more than down to have my mind changed, and I'm more than down to change yours. Phone's on low battery, I gotta go connect it real quick. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Oh, hi, Squeaker Nerd. Hello. I'm ranking special weapons right now. The only placements I'm considering changing at the moment are Junk Shield and Dual Satellite. That's it. The audio is okay for me. All right. If I need to change any audio values, I will do so immediately if I need to. But yeah. Man, you brought up a really good point. That's tough. I don't know if it's as easy for you, but this is very tough. I guess oh yeah, right. The Junk Shield, it only uses 3 ammo every use, while the Dual Satellite uses 4 ammo every use. I will say though, both of these are very great special weapons, and they're very good for farming. It is very hard for me to really say if I want to change them or not. I'd say I'll put Dual Satellite above it for now, but don't be surprised if I move it back. They're basically even. I've said this many times already. They're pretty much even on my end. Okay, let's check chat. Yeah, I will say though, I think Rebound Striker, I think if I were to put it higher, I would put it up to, I think above Rain Flush. I don't know about like above Centaur Flash, or okay, I think it would cap below Gyro Attack for me, but I do think it's a better Gemini laser. You know what, give me a second. I don't know if the mic's sensitive or not. I assume it is, but I don't think it's sensitive enough to where your ears are bleeding. If they are, please let me know. Yeah. Oh, I haven't showed these yet. Okay, here's the lower tiers. Let me know about those. I should have showed these. I should have showed the lower tiers earlier. My bad. I will say though, so you might be asking me about the air shooter placement. I have no idea why people do this. People sleep way too much on air shooter, and I do not know why. I get it. It's some air enemies it doesn't hit. The ones in Metal Man stage, very stupid how it can't hit the little metal thing itself. It would be very good in that stage if it did, but no, because it can't, it's alright at best. You know, I'm putting another, checking my headphones. Okay, yeah. But air shooter, it does pretty good damage. Granted, the ammo cost isn't too great. However, this fiend does absolutely insane damage, especially up close. Let me show you. Air shooter. If you have all 3 of these connect, it will do triple damage. Hang on, let me get that. I should have installed an ad blocker before I dare to go on Phantom.com. It's like that one meme, but it does great damage against Quick Man, Crash Man especially. It does 10 damage on Crash Man, not 20. Heat Man. Granted, it does the same amount of damage as the Buster, but still. Woodman. Surprisingly very good there. It's straight up better than the Metal Blade. I think it's like the best weakness that can hit Airman. Straight up better than the Metal Blade. Not even lying. People sleep way too much on Air Shooter. Granted, it's still not a great weapon by any means. It is way worse than the 2 best weapons of Mega Man 2, being the Metal Blade and the Quick Boomerang. It's way worse, don't get me wrong. However, people sleep way too much on this weapon, and I don't know why. This weapon is the most balanced, I would say, of Mega Man 2's roster. I don't understand why Top Spin isn't an F. I can't get that weapon to work on anything. Okay, so Top Spin is incredibly weird. Against enemies, it can one-shot, and against certain bosses, it is very overpowered. You probably already know this, but against Hologram Mega Man and Gamma Phase 2, it can insta-kill them in one hit. Against enemies, it can one-shot, it's very powerful, and you get a nice flow of movement, which, granted, isn't the most important thing in the world, but still, it's very satisfying being able to move as well as you can with Top Spin. It hits a bunch of bosses for pretty good damage. Sorry, let me get rid of that. Does 2 damage to Needle Man, 2 damage to Gemini Man, 4 damage to Top Man, 7 damage to Shadow Man, 4 damage on Crash Man, 7 damage on Heat Man. It one-shots all the turtles of Kamigura Maker, and it will straight up insta-kill Holograph Mega Man and Gamma Phase 2. I will say though, against stronger enemies that don't get one-shot by it, worst weapon that isn't Spark Shock. If you use this weapon wrong against a stronger enemy and you hit them while you are in iframes, your weapon bar is going to take a massive bite or just be gone entirely. This is on the lower end of the list, so I'm not saying that this weapon's good. I'm not saying it's good. I do think it's underrated, but I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying that it's not that bad. It's not great. It's not good. It's not bad. It's fine enough to where you can reasonably use it. I never said that it was great. I'm just saying it's not that bad. I will say though, I think I could move it lower. However, Skull Barrier and Star Crash are better than it, definitively, I'd say. So, yeah. Again, I am more than down to have my mind changed, but I think that the Top Spin isn't that bad. It is both so overpowered and so terrible at the same time that it balances out to here. Against some fiends, it is the worst weapon in the entire game, no contest, but against some fiends, it just one-shots, so it just balances out to C tier. Granted, it's on the higher end, but then the middle end would be like, wait, let me check, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The middle of it would be like right here. Wait, wrong weapon, I'm sorry. Right here would be the middle of C tier, which I think it's better than D's Free. I think it's better than D's Free. So it's here. But, yeah, any other things that you wanna let me know about? Okay, right. That placement's good. I never knew Top Spin was... Yeah, I don't... Now, some people have said to me that the way I did it, where I used them as much in a playthrough as I reasonably could, Some people have told me that it's not a good way. Some people have told me that doing it in a sorry, I'm stuttering again. Some people have told me that doing it in a Weapon Master run or a Weapon Master kind of way is the best way. And honestly, I can't blame them. Weapon Master runs are insanely satisfying, and you get to know what weapons are useful on what. However, that also disregards some weapons that are pretty good, that are especially good or especially bad in some sections. Hello to Tapio. I think it's okay. Tapioca VR. Let me know if I got that wrong. If I did, I apologize. But yeah. Top spin is one of the weapons of all time. If I had to summarize it, it's not great, it's not good, it's not bad. It is just a weapon in the Mega Man Classic series that exists. Alright. Okay, yeah, E tier. Okay, I got it right? Alright, that's good. E tier. Power Stone is borderline F tier. Only reason why it isn't is just it hits an extremely weird angle that gets some enemies perfectly. Granted, the damage is very bad. I'm not lying to you, the damage sucks. It is as much as a standard Buster Shot. However, it's usable enough to where I can't put it in F tier. If I could though, I definitely wouldn't be mad about that. It is borderline F tier. Thunder Wool. It is extremely bad. It is one of the worst. It is literally the top 5 in the worst weapons in the series. It has pathetic range. It uses way too much ammo. If you use another Thunder Wool while one is up, the range of it will actually decrease instead of increase. This weapon is very bad. Granted, the lightning bolt is powerful, it does do good damage, and it will hit several times. However, the range is just way too short to use it reasonably. If you were to use a weapon at the distance you would use Thunder Wool, just use Triple Blade. Not only will you most likely one-shot that enemy, but you will also most likely hit something else. If at all. I cannot understate how powerful the Triple Blade is. It's S tier for a reason. It's in the top 5 for a reason. It's very powerful. I also find it very. I find it funny how some weapons are just literally in the same parallel spots. Like the Spark Shock is bottom 1. The Shadow Blade is top 1. Triple Blade is top 5. Thunder Wool is in bottom 5. I find that extremely funny. Same thing with Hyper Bomb in Firestorm. I find those parallels very funny, but I did not intend that. That's just how the list goes, I guess. I do not know. I am not in any way saying that my list is the list that everyone needs to listen to, or you are banned from Mega Man. I have never said that, and I never will. I'm just saying that this list has been made through hundreds, if not close to 1,000 hours of playing these games, and I've tested every single weapon. An incredible amount of times. This list is not the objective list. I know that. Nobody will agree with this. There's just too many weapons for anyone to agree 100%, but this list is as objective as I can get it to be. If you have any placements that you would change, please let me know. I am more than down to discuss. I will say though, Atomic Fire is really weird. I feel like, I don't know how to feel about it, because I think that Atomic Fire sucks. It does, no question. It sucks. It's bad. It's really bad. However, the uncharged version does low damage, and the uncharged version is really bad in terms of damage. Granted, it has the best ammo capacity, but still, it does incredibly bad damage. the semi-charged version. Slightly more damage, however, it spends way too much weapon energy for it to be used. For you to want to use it. It spends way too much. You only get like 4 to 5 uses of this Fane. The charged version, it spends like 10 weapon energy when you use it. It is insane how much it spends. However, it is a nuclear bomb in terms of damage. It does insane damage to many bosses in the game and is very powerful. Okay, let's go to the wiki. Oh no! Oh. Hang on. Oh no! Oh no! I was talking. Wait, what key was it? Oh. Oh, wait. Okay. I need to, Alright, so let me explain why I was muted for, like, a billion years. So, what I do on here is sometimes, like, I always tell my family, hey, I'm streaming right now, please don't interrupt me. However, they do it anyway, so I have the mute button mapped to my M key. I did not know that was still there. I apologize. I am very sorry about that. So painful. Oh. Hang on. You just... Okay. Use the docs menu on the menu bar. Okay, I don't need it for now. But, oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh no, I am so sorry for that. Oh no. The last thing I heard you talk about was atomic fire. Oh no, I am so sorry. I was yapping about Spark Shock for like a decent few minutes. Oh my god. I am so sorry. Oh no. Now now I need to remember how to do this again. Because let me check my hotkeys. Okay, mic. Okay, no. Apply. Yeah, if I'm gonna mute, then I'll just do it manually. Oh no, I am so sorry, but just to go over what I'm saying, I like every special weapon in this series. Like, some special weapons I love to death, some I feel neutral about. The only one I straight up don't like is Spark Shock, because it is just straight up useless. Like, unironically, it is completely useless. Let me search up Spark Shock right now. I apologize if I... Okay, no, stop. Okay, Spark Shock. Alright, let's go show you. So, Spark Shock is good against Magnet Man, Spark Man, Metal Man, Doc Bubble, and Wily Machine Free first phase. So, let me rapid fire for all of them. Magnet Man. Magnet Missile and Shadow Blade are able to hit it when Magnet Man goes up in the air and camps. Granted, I still think Spark Shock is useful in that fight, however, the vertical advantage alone is way too much. It is way too powerful to be understated. Alright, Doc Metal. Wait, no, Spark Man. Shadow Blade exists. It hits Spark Man at the perfect angles. It is way better. Doc Metal. Magnet Missile does more damage than it. Doc Air. Magnet Missile does the same amount of damage, and it's straight up stronger in some cases. I think that Spark Shock might be better than it, but they're practically even. Doc Bubble. Again, Shadow Blade hits from really good angles, and it can hit them on a rebound. Wily Machine Free first phase. This is one where I think Spark Shock is still pretty good. However, Hard Knuckle is able to. You are able to hit it several times with the Hard Knuckle very fast if you set it upright. And since you can influence the Hard Knuckle's direction up a little bit, so you can influence it. That also means that you know how like when Wily moves around with like the little spikes during that phase. Oh wait, no, it doesn't even hit the second phase. But yeah, ignore what I said about the second phase. Just the first phase, Hard Knuckle is better because the slowness can actually give you an advantage. You can set up several at once. Granted, I will say though, I think out of any of them, this is probably the one the Spark Shock is the best at. Yeah, that's about it. Any thoughts on that rambling? Let me know. I will say though, I think Time Stopper is very weird because obviously Time Stopper isn't good. You know, you have no defense. When you use it, it consumes weapon energy very fast. However, it's not fast enough to where you would need it up for a while. Like certain sections of stages, when you use the Time Stopper, when you get to the thing you want to avoid, you would probably already be at something, and an enemy is just a wall. Unless you can like jump over it or go under it or something like that, it is a wall. Only places I find this good in are Quickman, obviously, both the laser section in the boss fight, Wily Stage 3, I think it's Wily Stage 3. Don't. Yeah, let me go check. I'm pretty sure it's Wily Stage 3. It should be, right? Let me see. No, it's Wily. Wait. No, hang on. Let me look. Okay, no. Time Stopper. Wily Stage 2. Wily Stage 2. I apologize. It's Wily Stage 2. That's the one where I actually bother using it. And Metal Man Stage with the Crushers, however. For Wily Stage 2 and Metal Man, you just need to use your brain and you'll be perfectly fine. Not even lying. Like, being completely honest, all you need to do, turn your brain on and that's it. Hang on, let me just get to where I wasn't in my script when it comes to getting footage. Yeah, that's about it. I think Crash Bomb I could move lower, but I still don't think. I think some weapons in Mega Man 2 are a little underrated, but I get why they're given like the reputation they are. Like every Mega Man 2 weapon other than Air Shooter, Quick Boomerang, and Metal Blade obviously are pretty bad. Like all those weapons are not good. I don't think they're as bad as some people say they are, but I still think they're not. I still think they're pretty bad. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. More than half of the weapons in Mega Man 2 are in D tier or lower. 75% of them are in C tier or lower. So none in B tier though. But yeah. Okay, so why is Napalm? So if you're asking why Napalm Bomb is so high, it is. I get it. It's pretty bad against air enemies. The only thing saving it is that it does pretty good damage. Time Stop is also useful for the falling platforms in Metal Man Stage. It stops the crabs too. Alright, yeah, that's another one. I still think it's an E tier though, as you get walled by enemies way too easily. I will say though, I feel like if it lasted a little bit longer, or you could like. If you could turn this thing off manually, it would be a lot higher up. But I think if it lasted a bit longer than it does, then it would be higher up. I will say though, Mega Man 2 on mobile actually does a pretty good solution of fixing the weapon. Granted, I still think it's pretty bad, but let me explain. So on Mega Man 2 on the mobile version, whenever you scroll to another room, like let's say via ladder, like via ladder or just scroll it, or just whenever you have a screen transition, the Time Stopper will actually stop, and you'll have to put it on again. Granted, I still think that doesn't fix it, nowhere near that. I still think that the weapon's pretty bad, however, it is an improvement that definitely helps put it in D tier. However, I am not ranking the mobile version. I do not have the mobile version. I don't think anyone on a modern iPhone does. Or wait, no, just a modern phone in general. Probably older ones, but I doubt anyone has. I doubt most people have it nowadays, because not too many people I know play Mega Man, other than like literally the Mega Man community that I'm in. But yeah. All right, I need to go AFK for a bit. I will be back in about 10 to 20 minutes. I need to go do something real quick. I will be back. I will be back hopefully soon, but I need to go for a bit. I will be AFK. I will be back. I promise that with my life. Alright, I am back. I apologize, I'm not gonna get into what I was doing, but I kinda had to, like, head out immediately, so, yeah. I'm back now. Okay, does anyone have any placements they would change, or anything they want to discuss about? Yeah, I think I'm down to move Magnet Missile and Hard Knuckle a little lower, but I do not know where. As I said earlier, for Hard Knuckle, I'm down to move it to, like here. Or, like, here at the very worst, but, yeah. Oh, shoot. Okay, I need to get water. I will be back in a little bit. Give me a second. Alright, I am back again. Okay, let me read. I don't get why Ice Slasher is so low. I find that weapon to be very useful. Yeah, I've gotten this one a lot when I've showed this to friends. Ice Slasher is very good against annoying enemies. The big eyes, like any annoying enemy, you could just freeze. And you can switch weapons too, which is pretty good. However, the thing is, it's just that on its own, it's not great. On its own, it's really only good against annoying enemies or enemies you can dodge, but you just want to freeze. So, yeah, as I said, I am doing this list by doing a playthrough of a special weapon as much as I can. So, for example, for Shadow Blade, I did a playthrough where I tried to use the Shadow Blade as much as I could, and I ranked it from there. I think, yeah, I could definitely see this being moved higher. However, yeah, it's just that this thing isn't great on its own. It needs the help of other special weapons to get the most usage. Again, this thing is mediocre by itself, but pretty good with the other special weapons. So that's kind of the dilemma I had. Should I stick with what I did when for the ranking, or do I make an exception? But I do agree. I'll move this higher. I'd say, is here fair enough, or should I still move it higher? I could definitely see it. I could definitely see it being in seats here. However, I don't think I'll put it above like Chill Spike. because Chill Spike serves more uses than just like freezing enemies. You can also do big damage by hitting them with the ice trap. You can very useful in Natural Man stage. Pretty good against it's alright. It's pretty bad against mini bosses actually. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's pretty bad against them. For bosses, it's really only good against like 2 or 3 of them, but still, it's not bad. The Ice Slasher is only good against Fireman. I think Top D is good. All right, okay, all right, yeah, I can settle on that. That's fair. All right, yeah, let's see. Okay, so what do you guys think of the tiers? I'm sure B tier is a absolute mess for people who are watching. It is for me. B tier was like by far the hardest tier to rank because so many weapons are generally this good. So many weapons are good enough to be in B tier. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 20. Like over a third of the special weapons from Mega Man 1 to 11 are in B tier. So if I understand if it's very messy, I absolutely get that. Very messy for me too. I changed B tier the most out of any tier on this list, by far. Not even close. The only one that was like kind of close was the second biggest tier on the list, A tier. But then again, it was only changing the placements of these 2 weapons right here, like kind of sorting things out, and then like adding every weapon, Laser Trident and below. They were originally in B tier, but I moved them up to A tier. But yeah, I'm gonna go pause on B tier right now. If you have anything that you want to discuss about, let me know. Need to go handle my Discord pings for a bit. I've been getting those pretty recently. Oh wait, hang on. Let me give me a second. I'm gonna go make another poll. Okay, end poll. Okay, yeah, we all know what one. End poll. Yeah. Okay, I will be showing the teaser for the Model L video at the very end of the stream. All right, let me set up another poll. Should I? Okay, I'll give that poll a minute or two, but yeah. Yeah, going off topic, I did not realize how tired my body was gonna make me before the stream. I literally was struggling to wake my. I don't know how to explain it, but like, you know when you're like basically like about to go to sleep, but then like your body or your brain just like keeps yourself up because you kind of have to. That's what happened. And that kind of impeded with my progress on the Model L video today. I wish I could have gotten the basics, the entire basic section done today, but because I kept struggling to like be awake enough to do it, I only got like 1 attack done, which I'm not proud of that, to be honest. I'm very ashamed that I couldn't get that done, but it's fun enough. I know I will get it done tomorrow, so yeah. You know, let me check that. Let me check those pins and my stuff. Okay. Alright, let me go check the pin. Alright, end poll. Oh no, it was only 1 vote, but yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not gonna. Alright. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pause at A tier and B tier. Let me know of any changes that you want me to make or anything you want to discuss about. Out of any tiers here, these 2 are probably the most controversial, I'd say. Yeah, I think if I were to move any weapon from B tier down this to C tier, it would be Water Shield and maybe Black Hole Bomb, but like that's it. If I were to move anything to A tier, it would probably be Magnet Missile. Magnet Missile is the only reason why I didn't move up to A tier is just because of the weapon cost. If it had the standard 28 ammo, it would be really high up in A tier actually, because the Magnet Missile is pretty good. Not even kidding. It's pretty good overall. I'd say it does good damage. It's very fast. Automatically homes on things. However, I think some things it has are annoying. Which, you know what? I'm gonna go move this down a bit. Let's see. Yeah, better than Search Snake. I'd say here. Search Snake. Let's move this to. Okay, yeah, Search Snake's definitely better than Tornado Hold. I'd say. I think Hard Knuckle. I'd move down. Wait, no. Hang on. I'd say it's better than Concrete Shot. Yeah, overall I'd say so. Hard Knuckle. The slowness definitely doesn't help, but I don't think it's that big of a problem. I think it's just big enough to where it can change a spot on the list. I'd say, okay, yeah, right here. I think Concrete Shot's better than Hard Knuckle because I don't know. I think they do the same, if not more damage. I know that the Concrete Shot is more convenient against mini bosses though. I know that for a fact because it's not as slow. However, still they both still have like the general same problems. They like in different ways. This one's pretty slow. This one's fast, but it has short range. It's kind of weird overall. I'd say. That's tough. Going off topic, I completely underestimated how hard this list would be to make. I did not plan that through. Oh no! If the classic one is this hard, oh my god, the X series one is gonna be the X series one is gonna be crazy difficult. But yeah, that's for future me to worry about, not for me right now. That's for future me. Oh wait, you know, am I? Okay, no, I'm not muted. I thought I was muted. If I was, then oh my god, that'd be terrible. But yeah, I hope I wasn't. I'm pretty sure you guys can hear me. I just checked OBS. I haven't been muted, so I think I'm good. Unless I just messed something up randomly, but then again, I doubt that. I think Scorch Wheel should be lower. Its damage isn't worth the ammo, and Wild Coil's Charge Shot is usually more useful. I'd say that's valid. Against enemies, I think it one-shots most of them. Against bosses, I think it has like one of the better records. Against mini bosses, it's pretty bad. against... I'm trying to think... I think I'm thinking of the Lawn Feint. I know against mini-bosses is pretty bad. Yeah, the shield's not great. Holding that down doesn't increase power, doesn't do anything, I'd say. Yeah. I'd say, like, right here. I do think it's a little overhated. I do think that the Scorch Wheel isn't as bad as some people say it is, but yeah, I definitely agree that I should have moved it lower. Okay, let me go. I need to go reconnect my phone. I needed to see chat. Okay. Yeah, that's... Tierlist looks pretty good. I mean... I think to somebody, this is like the worst tier list ever, but it looks pretty good to me. Again, I'm going to pause here just so that if you want, so that way you can see a bunch of special weapons. I think, okay, 7, 28, 32, 40, wait, 3, 34, 39. Nearly 50 special weapons here alone, like more than half. So yeah, let me know if there's any, like, oh my god, I need to stop saying this, but again, let me know if there's any changes that you want me to make or anything you want to discuss about. Oh yeah, the ammo cost is a good point, but I think, I'll keep the Scorch Wheel where it is, and I'll see how I feel about it later. Why is Needle Cannon so high? I personally barely use it, so I might be sleeping on another good weapon. Okay, Needle Cannon. Let me go put this up right now. Okay, Friends on Sonic Frontiers. Sonic Frontiers, really good game. For me. I just want to say, if I say anything's good, don't let me force you into thinking something that you don't want to think. Again, I'm just a YouTuber who likes making videos. This should be incredibly obvious, but I am not gospel of, you know, the Mega Man Zero and ZX series, or like anything for that matter. I'm just another Mega Man fan. But yeah. So Needle Cannon, it has 112 ammo, infinite if you weapon swap before every 4th use. So same stuff as Metal Blade. You can hold it down to shoot it rapidly. It does pretty good damage against enemies. It does the same damage as the Mega Buster, ironically enough. Or I think a little more. It's either the same or a little more. I don't know for certain. It's, ironically enough, it's actually pretty good against mini-bosses. And against bosses, you hit one of them for, you hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... You hit 7 of them for, at the very worst, a secondary weakness, and then you hit a bunch for 1. I will say though, I think I could put this a little lower. I do think I think if I were to put it, Okay, no, that was right here. If I were to put it lower, I think like right here. Wait, no. Either here or here would be like the lowest I put it. I'll still put it here for now, but I do. Yeah, I'm gonna move this to right here. I think Flash Bomb is better. Flash Bomb is really, really good. It's insanely stupid how good Flash Bomb is. Alright, so Flash Bomb, let me explain. Does damage over time. You can shoot 2 of them at once, so you do even more damage. It's a mini-boss murderer. It's like by far the best thing against mini-bosses. Does the most damage out of any weapon against them. That isn't just Astro Crush, but Astro Crush usually won't, like, insta-kill them. I think Astro Crush will, like, solo some mini-bosses, but not all of them. Let me just show you Flash Bomb. Flash Bomb Mega Man. So Flash Bomb, it's really good. Oh, hang on, anti-smoking. Okay. Flash Bomb hits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bosses for, at worst, a secondary weakness. It is the main weakness of I think like 2 of them. Yeah, 2 of them. Yeah, Flash Bomb is pretty good. Granted, it does have lower ammo than the average special weapon, but it's only 3 less ammo. That practically doesn't matter at all. That barely matters. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, I should explain this. So, why is Slash Claw so high? Slash Claw. I think it... From what... I don't know who told me this. I think it was Burn Crow, but I don't want to say I'm 100% sure on that. I was told that Slash Claw is a multi-hitting move because if it gets nullified by a shield enemy, you hear several of the shield deflecting noises. So I think it's a multi-hit, but I could be wrong about that. It's definitely powerful enough to seem like a single hitting move though. Slash Claw, it one-shots basically every normal enemy in the game. Very, very fast, it's very strong, does pretty good damage against mini-bosses, it hits... I need to look up Slash Claw. I don't remember which ones exactly, but just Slash Claw Mega Man. Okay, right. Slash Claw, it hits... Oh my god, stop showing me ads. I don't want to get copyrighted and have the copyright police go after me. But yeah, it hits 1, 2, 3, 4 bosses for, at the very least, secondary weakness. It does the most damage against Hanaya Ned. It does the most damage against Gutsman G. It can reflect the rocks, doing even more damage. It's pretty good against Jugman, and it's the weakness of Spring Man. So overall, Slash Claw is pretty good. I will say though, it's not great enough. It's not good enough to where it goes in S tier, but I definitely do agree that the Slash Claw is pretty good. It's also very satisfying to use. When you get to a high enough level, the Slash Claw is going to be your best friend in this game. Okay, let's see. Can you see chat? Okay, let's relaunch the stream on my end. Okay. Oh yeah, I should probably explain why in the world is Chain Blast and Power Drive so high. They both do very good damage against bosses. They both are very powerful. They're both very good. Do very good damage on bosses. Basically, one-shot any enemy they come across. I mean, pile driver at least. For chain blast, you need to use at least 3 or more bombs to one-shot stuff, or like reasonably one-shot stuff. I mean, but yeah. Power gear chain blast, you turn your brain off, and you have the most fun in any Mega Man game ever. I cannot understate how stupid these two weapons are. If they had slightly better ammo costs, they would be. I think if the chain blast had half ammo spent on everything, top of the list, no question. But since it's not, it's at the bottom of S tier. But yeah, let me know if there's anything else you would change, or anything you want to discuss about, because I can't think of anything. I guess I could move Wheel Cutter a little bit higher, but I think Thunderstorm's like I think Thunderstorm is probably the best screen nuke in the series. I think, for me at least, it's very good. Thunderstorm is like pretty good. Oh yeah, okay, it might be a little bit of unnecessary yapping, but if you want to know why my voice sounds different compared to videos, it's just because for videos, I don't put like any stress on my voice. If I did that, I would not be in a healthy state. I don't put stress on my voice, but I do, like, I'm usually like a lot louder whenever I do voice lines for videos. For streams or whenever I just call friends, I just speak like how I normally do. I do the same for videos, but I don't know how to explain it. For videos, I just do it a certain way. I really cannot explain it, but yeah, that's for streams and stuff like that. I don't need to worry as much as if I don't need to worry if I stutter or if I mess something up, because it's a lot more casual than recording for a video. But yeah, unnecessary yapping aside, I'm gonna pause the tier list here for now. Let me know if anything you would change. Do keep in mind, I am actively watching chat, so please let me know. I always found Dust Crusher and Drill Bomb to be about equal. Why is Dust Crusher higher? Very fair point. Honestly, if I had to say it, it's just because the shrapnel can hit several enemies. The explosion can as well, but the shrapnel can hit a bunch of angles that the Drill Bomb can't. But they are very close. I'm not gonna lie to you, they are very close to each other. They are. I mean, man, that's tough. Let me go. Okay, let me go look at their damage values and decide from there. Hang on. Okay. Okay. Hits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for at least 2 or higher. Dust Crusher. Let me take a look. It hits Dust Crusher 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so just to explain, Dust Crusher. The shrapnel can hit enemies at different angles that the Drill Bomb cannot hit. And the Dust Crusher can hit, and the Dust Crusher hits more bosses for, at the very worst, a secondary weakness. It's 4 versus 7 bosses, or like 5 or 7, but still. The Dust Crusher they have the same amount of ammo, but I do agree that they are very, very close. I think, yeah, I think right here is fine. Should I move the Night Crusher lower? I mean, I guess I can. If I were to move it lower, I'd say about... Okay. Hear me out on this. Like, hear me out. I'm going to put it... I'm going to put it below Bounce Ball, Night Crusher. I do agree that, like, these two are very close. They're not like even, they're not equal like you said, but I do agree they're like very close. They're both very good. They both very powerful one-shot enemies. They both are very powerful weapons. But yeah, Night Crusher is right here. If I just think that Flame Blast does more damage and hits more bosses. Magma Bazooka, more or less the same stuff. However, Magma Bazooka is a lot more spammable. Flash Bomb, just more damage over time. Needle Cannon, more ammo, and you can spam it. Bounce Ball, you can aim it up like you can aim it up and down like you can with Night Crusher. So pretty much the only reason is just because that there's more bounce balls to work with. They both use the same amount of ammo in their normal versions anyway, so it's just that the bounce ball just throws more stuff on screen. That's pretty much it. Yeah, just because I moved the weapon down a few spots, that does not mean I think it's bad. I still think that the Night Crusher is a very, very good weapon. It's like, if I had to put it into words, it has like the same limited range and the boomerang effect of the Shadow Blade. So it's the worst Shadow Blade, but then again, Shadow Blade is the best weapon, so that's still saying a lot. That's still saying a lot about the Shadow Blade. That's still giving the Night Crusher like copious amounts of praise. I don't know if that's the right word, but I need to recall what the right word even was to begin with. But yeah. I think yeah, man, that's tough. Like the Thunderstorm, it's very good against several mini bosses. One shots like pretty much every enemy in the game. Both versions do, at least. Very effective against bosses. Wheel Cutter doesn't have that, however, it does pretty good damage. Pretty good against certain mini bosses, not all of them. I do agree that it's very funny though. I mean, obviously, if it's funny, then it's good, but still, objectively, no, that doesn't mean anything. But Wheel Cutter, yeah, this has always been like a really tough placement. Some people have said that I should put it lower, some people have said I should put it higher, and honestly, I do not know where I would put this exactly. I think right here is like the perfect spot I can put it in. I do not know, but I guess if I were to oh no, where did I have this? Oh no. Oh no. Where was this? Wait. Oh no, that's right here. I think this was here. Okay, I gotta get another look at my original list, the one I made before the stream. But okay, yeah, it should be fixed now. It should be fixed now. But yeah. I guess if I were to move it higher, I would move it to here, and that's it. I mean, okay, Solar Blaze. All right. Oh man, I underestimated how tough this list would be. Okay, Load and Rolling Cutter. Black Hole Bomb. What I say overall? Oh, give me time to think. I definitely do think it's better than Water Shield, though. I'd say, I'd say keep it right here. I think I could move it lower, but if I move it here, then I move Water Shield down the sea to compromise. I'd say right here is the perfect spot. Wait, hang on. Oh Oh, right. My apologies. My screen was too zoomed in. I was messing around with the lower parts of B tier. Yeah, I don't have any complaints about the rest of the list. I think every weapon as they are placed may not be 100% accurate, but, you know, it's good enough for me, I'd say. But, yeah, of course, if you have anything you want to say, please let me know. Okay, 4 people in here. Hello, new people, or people who came back. Hello. Yeah. For any of those who missed like a good part of the stream, here's the big changes. I have moved Drill Bomb a spot higher up. I have moved Night Crusher a good like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've moved Night Crusher down by a lot. I've swapped the placements of these two, however, I'm considering changing them back very close. Plague Ball is top of B tier. These two weapons are slightly lower, but only by like 1 spot. Solar Blaze I moved down by a bit. Wheel Cutter has been moved up. Scorch Wheel has fallen from bottom of C tier to top of D tier. Ice Slasher went from middle of D tier to top of D tier. E tier and F tier are unchanged. Alright. Let me see. Okay, Dive Missile's always been like really weird to me. I guess I could move it a little lower, but at the same time, Dive Missile's a pretty good weapon, I'd say. I mean, if I were to move it lower, I would probably move it to like either here or here. But I feel like here is a good spot for it so far. Yeah, okay, so the border, okay, I want to get this like kind of off my chest for a bit. So there are some weapons which are borderline like into certain tiers. Oh, you know, I see your comment. I'll read it in a sec. I think like this is borderline E tier, borderline D tier, borderline C tier, borderline B tier, borderline A tier here, then Silver Tomahawk is borderline S tier. It's just that they have enough flaws to where I can't move them higher. I think Hornet Chaser should be above Dive Missile. It may be. Oh no, I agree. Picking up items is a big deal. However, the Dive Missile does a lot more damage. It does a lot more damage to enemies, mini bosses, and I think it has about a better boss record overall. Let me go check that just to make sure. If not, I am moving it, but I do gotta say though, the damage of the Hornet Chaser is pretty bad. I think it's the same as the Buster, which granted isn't bad by any means, but still. Okay, Dive Missile 1. Oh, really? Just one boss? Oh, I should have seen that coming from a mile away. But yeah, Hornet Chaser. Let's see. 1, 2. I think the Dive Missile does more damage, which is super important, but the Hornet Chaser, I think the Hornet Chaser is very weird. It has the damage is really low, the Hornets are slow, and it has the same amount of ammo as the dive missile, if I recall correctly. However, it's just that the Hornet Chaser just kind of keeps itself, like unit in itself, alive by picking up items, which is very useful. If this thing did more damage, it would just straight up be like a contender for A tier, but I'd say, yeah. I think if I were to move this higher, I do think that like the Hornet Chaser, man, I don't know where to put this thing. You give very good points. Jeez, man. Oh no. Oh, okay, I just want to clarify. Nothing against you, of course not. It's just that, man, there's not too many people that I know that like give me things that I'm just stumped on. Like, not too many people will give me like any points or argument that I'm just stumped on. So very impressive that you can do that. Very impressive. But yeah, man, that's tough. Man. Okay, I'd say if it's better than anything, I'd say I'd move it up to here at the very max. This thing is definitely worse than the wheel cutter for me, at least. But like, I mean, yeah, let me move dive missile a little lower. I'd say, oh, sorry, wrong weapon. Okay, dive missile, yeah, okay. On look back, definitely worse than the noise crush. The noise crush is pretty good. Worse than this, worse than water balloon, worse than wheel cutter. Yeah, I'd say they're like, I'd say dive missile and Hornet Chaser are like right next to each other. It's just Hornet Chaser is stronger in keeping itself stable, while dive missile is better in damage and speed. Very, very close though. I'd say it's another junk shield and jewel satellite situation. I'll move it to here for now, but I'm still heavily considering swapping their placements. Hang on. Stop right click, bro. Why am I right clicking on my PC? I'm not trying to right click. Okay, there we go. Okay, well, I'm kind of stumped on where to move anything else, because anything that I would want to say, I'm just like practically done with now. All I can really do is just wait for you guys to say something. That's pretty much it. I think, okay, quick boomerang. I have no idea if I should move this higher or lower. I think where it is like the perfect spot for it. It's very good, but not good enough to where it breaks the game in half, like the Metal Blade, so. Okay. Yeah, there's still, like, B tier still, we still have the problem of, like, B tier being, you know, wait, hang on. So 2 rows, 3 for a third. 4 rows, 4 for a third. So, double that. 4 rows, 6, so. B tier is nearly double the size of A tier. It is 2 weapons away from being double the size of A tier. That is absolutely insane. But like, there's no other weapons that I can see. Like, I can see myself moving higher or lower. I think where every weapon in B tier is like where it is. I guess I don't know how to put it into words. You know, it's just If I had to put it into words that I can understand, it's just that all these weapons are very close together. Or at least most of them are. And that means that because all of these weapons are so close to each other in terms of usefulness, they are kind of stuck in the same spot. I definitely need to replay some of these games to get a refresher on these. I needed... I probably know Mega Man 8 the best. Alright, yeah. Mega Man 8, very good. I will say though, one major issue I'm going to have when recording footage is Mega Man 8. Mega Man 7, sure, Legacy Collection has no Robot Master password, but without saying anything, without giving any tips on emulation, all I really needed to do is just find the Mega Man 7 ROM. For Mega Man 8, I do not have the Saturn version. I do not know how to get the Saturn version onto my PC, and because the Saturn version is the definitive better version since it has Cutman and Woodman, I cannot get those via Switch footage because Legacy Collection decided, hey, let's get the version with less content. Really smart decision on Capcom's end, of course. But enough complaining on my end. It's gonna be very tough for me to get Mega Man 8 footage. I think like most footage will be easy enough, but the Mega Man 8 footage is gonna be a nightmare if I don't prepare. Okay, let me go get a quick... I'm gonna go get a drink. Okay, I am back. Yeah, but everything here is like very concrete. It's very difficult for me to want to move anything because then if I move one weapon, it messes up like 10 other things that I had in mind for the other ones. So very hard for me to say like where goes where, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I'm very stumped on where to put everything. Then again, I did not expect this list to be... I did not expect this, like, the tier list and having to rank it and having to discuss it with you guys. I did not expect it to be as tough as it is. I expected this to be pretty easy. You know, we talk about placements, we change some stuff up, that's all. And yeah, that's what we've been doing, but on my end, this has been very tough because I have to keep everything in mind when I change a weapon's placement. Like, I have to keep in mind, oh, does this make sense? Does the damage change anything? Does the angles change anything? Does the interactions against bosses change anything? How many bosses does it hit? Is it fast enough to keep up with this? Now, obviously, this isn't as hard as, you know, well, say, a job. Obviously, it's not. Like, obviously, it's not. By far. Like, you know, pretty obvious, some stuff is a lot harder than this. However, it's still very tough for me to think of what goes where. It straight up a miracle I was even able to make my initial tier list in the first place to show it to you guys. Straight up miracle. Now that I'm looking back on it, but yeah. Okay. I have like 51 minutes left in my day before I need to go. And what are your thoughts on Thunderclaw? It's very fun, but only so useful. Thunderclaw is in C tier. Thunderclaw is very weird. It hits some bosses for good numbers. However, the damage is pretty low. Swinging is fun, but like, swinging is fun and is required, I think, but that's just because the game makes it required, not because it's helpful. It's just that It's like a Mega Man X6 situation where it just requires you to use something. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. Okay, I'm going to go for a minute, like just 1 minute. I need to go check. I need to go check on my pets real quick. I'll be back in a bit. Alright, yeah, I am back. Okay. But yeah, Thunderclaw is just pretty mediocre, I guess. Hang on. Alright, okay, I'm back. Just a family member was talking to me. I apologize. But yeah, yeah, this is tough. Okay. Should I'm gonna go pause on the lower 4 tiers of the list. Let me know if you find anything that you want to talk about, guys. Because the lower tiers, they weren't that bad for me to rank, but I do still want to make sure that I'm not like misinformed. No, oh no, that's the wrong word. I just want to make sure that there's something to talk about, I guess. Okay, okay. What do you guys think is better, Napalm Bomb or Ice Slasher? Because I think Napalm Bomb's better since it actually does damage. It actually does pretty good damage, all things considered. But like the short range of the Napalm Bomb is really bad. Not good against air enemies. Very bad against them. Yeah, oh, wait, hang on. This brings up something else I want to say. Okay, so Charge Kick. Okay, I think the placement where I put Charge Kick, personally, for me, I think it's a fine placement. However, one of my friends really thinks that Charge Kick is pretty good. Which, I mean, sure, invincibility is great. However, like, Charge Kick, you're only using it in a few sections. Granted, it's still pretty good in those sections, but you're only using the Charge Kick, like, a few times. Like, you're only using it against Waveman, like that one section in the Waveman stage, and that's really about it. Everything, like, and at the same time, it's kind of invalidated by just playing carefully. But granted, the Charge Kick still is pretty useful. It does good damage. If it hits something, it has a pretty good. Yeah, Ice Slasher is useful for bypassing fire pillars and annoying enemies. Yeah, that's why it's at the top of D tier. I think I could move it a bit higher, but I think top of D tier is good for it. So to summarize my thoughts on Ice Slasher, it's not good by itself. It's not great by itself. By itself, it's pretty bad. However, with the other special weapons, it's very good. It's like another top spin. It's like a top spin situation where it's like both so good and so bad, where it balances out, but to a lesser extent, I'd say. I mean, I'm down to move it to the top of C tier, but I don't know. Yeah. I think where it is fine, but again, I definitely could switch the placements up. Okay. Alright, Water Wave. Oh, man, okay. Water Wave. It's a very weird weapon. When you can use it, it's not bad. Granted, you can't use it on some platforms. You cannot use it in some situations. You can't use it in the air. You can't use it on levitating platforms that move, or like moving platforms in general. But it's the use that you get is solid enough to where I can leave it in D tier. Okay. What do you think? Okay, guys. What do you think is more useful? Time Stopper or Water Wave? Because they both are just weapons that aren't good. Like, Water Wave I only use against Starman, but even then I usually just use a Charge Shot anyway, because Charge Shot in Mega Man 5 is broken. For Time Stopper, I only use it in like 2 to 3 sections max. For Water Wave, same thing here. I only feel like using it a few times in a regular playthrough. I mean, of course, you know, the way that I ranked it, which was using every special weapon as much as I could. That changes things up. That kind of messed up screen nukes a little bit, but still, I feel like this is a borderline D tier. This is a borderline E tier. It's very hard for me to say which one of these is better and which one is worse. And they both do different stuff, too. Because, you know, one's an attacking weapon, one is just basically a pause button to the entire game. Now that I think about it, if the slide was in Mega Man 2, I think the Time Stopper would be a D tier. But that's just me. I don't know. I don't know, like 100%. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's not much else I would change, but I'll leave the tier list here just in case there's anything that stands out or anything that you want to change. Let me know if there is. Water Wave failing to work is worse than Time Stopper having lack of utility, in my opinion. You know what? That's totally fair. Would I mean, well then, do I move Time Stopper up to D tier, or do I move Water Wave down to E tier? I guess since it's worse, I guess I put it here for now. Oh, wait. Would I say it's worse than Atomic Fire? That sounds crazy, but I don't... Would I... Oh my god. I might be crazy, but I do not know if it's better or worse than Atomic Fire. I do not know. Both are very bad weapons, but at least the Atomic Fire, when it hits, does, like, really good damage. I'd say... Okay, hear me out. This is gonna be crazy, but I'm gonna move Atomic Fire up above Water Wave. Now, not a discussion of is Water Wave worse than Hyper Bomb, but that's just like being really mean to Hyper Bomb, because Water Wave is faster. The Water Wave is not like really slow. The Hyper Bomb is very slow, only hits a few bosses. For weakness or like any damage that's worth using, So I mean, yeah, I guess I could just keep the. I mean, yeah, I'd say right here is fair enough. Should I move? Oh man. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I should move the Power Stone to F or not. It's like this is a borderline F tier weapon, but it works enough to where it's not F tier, because Spark Shock, useless. Super Arm, it has a solid use, but you can only use it so much throughout the game. You can only use it in like half of the stages, and even then you don't get too much usage out of it, and it spends a lot of ammo too. Bubble Lead, wait, no, Bubble Lead. I mean, yeah, Bubble Lead. I need to remember that for the actual video, but Bubble Lead. Okay, Bubble Lead is very weird. It's on some enemies it does good damage, but on some enemies, like the ones that can change their trajectory, it takes 10 Bubble Leads for them to die to it, which is almost a fifth of your total ammo capacity, and that is absolutely sad. So I think it's really only worth using against Heatman, aliens, but then again it's the only weapon that can hit alien in Wily stage. I think it's Wily stage 4. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, Wily stage 4. Only because it can find where the traps are, but then again, when you see where they are, you're never gonna forget, and you'll just skip it every time perfectly. Very easy. Okay, who is pinging me? Okay, let me check. Okay, well, all the music's not done playing yet. I think I can loop it again once it's done. Alright. Okay, I'm very close to ending stream. I think the stream's only gonna last like a good 20 more minutes, so are there any things that you want to change? I'm going to go through the entire list. Pause if you see anything that looks off to you and let me know, because I'm down to make some last minute changes. However, if I'm gonna make any changes, please let me know as soon as possible. Okay. I think Danger Wrap should be above Blizzard Attack. Its damage and utility are superior. I think they have the same amount of ammo. I mean, I guess so. I mean, sure, I'm fine with that. Okay. Hear me out on this. This is gonna be crazy. Or it's just gonna be like the most cold take ever, but Air Shooter above Blizzard Attack. Blizzard Attack, I don't think Blizzard Attack is like too terrible. However, the thing that makes Blizzard Attack here in the first place is the snowflakes do good damage. They can hit a bunch of enemies, they can hit a bunch of angles. It's just ammo that ruins the entire weapon. You only get 9 uses of it. If it had like 14, it would be higher up. If it had 28, it would be like a lot higher up, but it's just that you get so few uses of it that it just kind of ruins the weapon. Like, I don't think enough people put this into perspective, how important ammo is. Ammo is why the Flash Stopper isn't number 1. Ammo is why the Pile Driver and Chain Blast aren't in the top 3. Ammo is incredibly important. Other than how the weapon itself works, ammo is, like, in terms of importance for a weapon, how the weapon itself works is the most important thing. Ammo is a very close second. Ammo is the thing that can decide if a weapon is bad or not. Because if the Magnet Missile had standard ammo, it would be instant A tier. If Junk Shield had standard ammo, or like 14 use, if both of these had 14 uses, they would be instant S tiers in my opinion, or like very close to being S tiers. If the Dust Crusher decided to have the same amount of ammo as Silk Shock from X2, I know different series. I mean, I don't, and that's kind of unnecessary to bring up, but still, hear me out. If the Dust Crusher had like 56 ammo, instant S tier, it would be broken. Same thing with like the only like Laser Trident has 56 ammo. Quick Boomerang has 224 ammo, but then the damage values and like how it does against enemies and bosses come into play, which limits those. Because if they had like the same general usefulness of bosses, let's say that the Silver Tomahawk or Flame Blast had, Quick Boomerang, Laser Trident could be an S tier. Quick Boomerang could be in high A tier or just straight up S tier. Quick Boomerang, I do not know if I should move this higher. If I'm gonna move it higher, it's only gonna be up to, oh my god, I need to stop right clicking. It's only gonna be up to here if I were to move it higher, but I think right here is where I'll leave it for the moment. Okay, let me go check Blizzard Attack again. Okay, no, I'm crazy, but I'm not insane. I'm gonna leave Blizzard Attack where it is. I do think Napalm Bomb is worse than it. I'm crazy. I'm crazy enough to take massive risks, like, you know, with making the model series in the Gaia Armor video. The Gaia Armor video is probably the most controversial video I've ever made, and it won't come close for at least a while until this one eventually gets made, which I just want to say, after I get footage and after I get everything set up, I will be giving like bi-weekly updates or like monthly updates on that video. I want to make sure everybody knows the progress of it, because the special weapon ranking will be the most important video. Not only will it be the longest one, but it will be the most important video I will ever make in my entire life, probably. The special weapon video is going to be my magnum opus. I cannot state enough how important the special weapon video will be for this channel. I cannot state that enough. It is going to be the most important video I'll ever make. But yeah, that's off topic. Okay, so in a couple minutes, I will be showing you a quick teaser for a video I am working on. This is a future video that I'm pretty sure you already know what it is, which, like, if you do, then congrats, but still, I feel like it's important enough to mention. So, are there any last minute changes that I should make before, are there any, like, last minute changes I need to make before I go and save this tier list and call it for a day? Are there any last minute changes? Let me know. That's exciting. Definitely have fun with it. Yeah, I will. This video, the Model L video that I'm working on, it's looking very good so far. I think it's like about the same quality. I think Tundra Storm is too low. It's equivalent to Blazing Torch. I mean, fair enough, I guess. I think, yeah, as I said earlier, the ammo count is very, very important. I cannot understand how important ammo makes a weapon. But I mean, yeah, I guess so. I definitely agree that, like, I don't know, water balloon's kind of boring. It's just like another buster, I guess. Okay, yeah, that seems about it. Okay, again, I'm gonna go for the tier list real quick. Okay, Spark Shock, Super Arm, Bubble Lead, Power Stone, Thunder Wool, Hybrid Bomb, Water Wave, Atomic Fire, Time Stopper, Freeze, Cracker, Charge Kick, Gravity Hold, Plant Barrier, Leaf Shield, Crash Bomb, Scorch Wheel, Wild Coil, Ice Slasher, Napalm Bomb, Blizzard Attack, Air Shooter, Danger Wrap, Chill Spike, Commando Bomb, Thunderclaw, Top Spin, Skull Beer, Star Crash, Water Shield, Black Hole Bomb, Solar Blaze, Rolling Cutter, Windstorm, Ice Wave, Crystal Eye, Gemini Laser, Rebound Striker, Homing Sniper, Rain Flush, Centaur Flash, Gyro Attack, Tornado Blow, Astral Crush, Scramble Thunder, Dive Missile, Hornet Chaser, Wheel Cutter, Water Balloon, Thunderstorm, Blazing Torch, Noise Crush, Rain Boomerang, Tornado Hold, Search Snake, Thunderbolt, Flame Sword, Hard Knuckle, Concrete Shot, Magnet Missile, Plug Ball, Yamato Spear, Junk Shield, Jewel Satellite, Slash Claw, Laser Trident, Acid Barrier, Quick Boomerang, Block Dropper, Night Crusher, Bounce Ball, Needle Cannon, Flash Ball, Magma Bazooka, Flame Blast, Drill Bomb, Dust Crusher, Silver Tomahawk, Chain Blast, Pile Driver, Thunder Beam, Firestorm, Triple Blade, Flash Stopper, Metal Blade, Fearless Shot, and Shadow Blade. Catch 'em, gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Mega Man, yeah. But yeah, that's the entire list. Okay. Let me go. I'm gonna go add one more poll. Alright, okay. Starting a poll. I'll give it like a decent 2 to 3 minutes. In the meantime, I want to show you the Model L video. I'm super proud of this thing so far. I really want to show it. Okay, I think window capture. That's the one I want to go with, right? Okay, window capture. Oh wait. Okay, CapCut isn't on here. Let me go to. Wait, do you want to keep them? Discard. These are unsafe. Yeah, discard. Window capture is. Yeah, it only shows Discord in. Alright, are you sure you want to remove window capture? Yes, okay. Tier list. Alright. Before I forget. Okay. Okay, 67%. Alright, I'll give it like another minute and then I'll end the poll. Alright, save or download. Alright, I'm going to go and save this image so I can post it. So I can post it to friends and see how they feel about it. But, yeah. Thank you guys for being here today. It was very fun. I really wish my friends could have shown up today, but I can't complain. It was still fun regardless. Hope you guys liked the music I did. Hope. Oh my god! Stop stuttering. I hope you guys liked the music I put in. All I did was just pick my favorite songs from the Mega Man series. That's it. Okay, save or download. Alright, I'm gonna wait for the image to show up. Okay, download image. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay, I'm ending poll. Okay, we will be doing a part 2 of the stream. I do not know when. I will probably do it. Okay, so how I'll do the part 2 is I'll do the part 2 when I will do the part 2 when I am done getting footage. I don't know how long that'll take, but I'm not gonna give an exact date, but I will say I probably will be able to get footage done by the end of the month. I probably should be able to, if not somewhere near the start of August. But yeah, whenever that happens, first thing I'm doing is I'm going to announce the stream for that. But yeah, that's about it. Okay. Alright, let me go. I'm gonna go set up some stuff in OBS. So if you don't mind, give me a minute or two. Let me. Alright. Tier list. Okay. Hang on, I'm turning off the display capture. Give me a bit. I need to show this to you guys. Okay, Model L. Alright. Okay, display. Alright, okay. We're going into CapCut. Here's the video as it is so far. Everything right here is not finished. I will only be showing the intro of the Model L video. So let me know when you guys are ready, because I want to make this very important. So the video I do not have music done for the video yet, so if there's any audio issues, then that's not the fault of the video or my mic or anything. That's just because I don't have any music. Okay, let me know when you guys are ready to see the teaser for the Model L video. I cannot wait for this thing to come out. This sounds pretty obvious, but yeah, this is gonna sound extremely obvious, but I put a lot of work into these. These are like probably the most edited videos I ever make. Alright, here we go. Hello. Today, I am covering Model L, which is in my opinion, the weirdest model in the Mega Man CX series. And the one that got third place in the poll I made for the Model CX video. Like in the Model P and Model H videos, whenever I talk about a move, the damage and combo values will be in the top right corner of the screen. You already know what I'm gonna say. I'll be talking about the basics and more complex things about this model. Here's the games I'm covering, so let's get into it. Okay, and that's all. Let me close CapCut. Wait, no, I didn't need to do that. Hang on. Okay. I apologize. I need to relaunch CapCut. I'm gonna relaunch CapCut so I can go and finish this. I can go and finish the basics tomorrow. I have the intro done and most of the basics done, but yeah. Alright. Okay. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving me something to do while I was just kind of waiting. Alright. I need to go. I would be here on stream for longer, but not only do I not have my friends here, my family wants me to do some stuff, so I'm going to head out for now. I have no idea what a stream music isn't looping. It should be. Let me turn it back on again. But, yeah. Alright. Alright, thank you guys for being here. Part 2 of... Okay, so, just a quick reminder of everything. The tier list changed a lot. Thank you guys for giving me stuff to talk about and all that. Alright, so Model L, so just... Here's like a general roadmap for my next few videos. Alright, Model L will be coming out this month. The Model F video will be coming out in September. The Model A video will be coming out in November. There will be another video. You know the Gaia Armor video, right? I will be doing another video that's kind of like that, but for the classic series. Trust me, it is going to be really interesting. Probably not as interesting as the Gaia Armor video, since the Gaia Armor is super controversial. While I'll be talking about in the classic series isn't, but still, I feel like it's important enough to where I could make a cool video out of it. Alright, but yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you guys for being here. The next time I stream, I will be streaming again in 2 weeks. On that stream, we will be playing Mega Man ZX, which is the best Mega Man game in my opinion. That is my favorite Mega Man game of all time. Yeah, we will be playing that on stream. I cannot wait to show you guys how much I love this game. And the reason why, and like, you know, my general skills and all that, I can't wait to show you how cool this game is. I'm pretty sure you already know how cool it is, but still, you know, I like showing how awesome this game is. I love Mega Man CX, but yeah, enough yapping. I'm gonna go hop off. I need to go do some stuff pretty soon, so yeah, thank you guys for being here, and I will see you either when the Model L video comes out or in the next 2 weeks. It really depends on what comes first, but probably the stream. So yeah, Mega Man